Good afternoon and welcome to another video. We're going to go to Micklefield on this train here, Selby service, and then we're going to walk to Ledsham for a Sunday lunch at the Chequers Inn, and then on to South Milford. Get a train back to Cottingley direct from there, hopefully early this evening. Okay, switch cameras. Right, this is the 12:54 to Selby, all stations to Selby, Northern service. So we're going to go on this as far as Micklefield and then walk to South Milford. Okay? Right, we're on the move. Just left platform 14, which is not the most common used platform. Cross gates. So hopefully the through roads will go back in one day. This bit of the fence or whatever it is will be taken away. Coming up to Garforth. This is regular Garforth, the main station. I think there's some work going on here as well, because it's only a yellow tick station at the moment. There's no access to this side, but we're pulling in it, and some people don't like that. We'll be stopping here when we come back. 1312's cancelled into Leeds. Bridge was bar lane, where the rail support services go over it. Yeah, I think Cottingley and White Rose could exist together, because there's not much different to this, is it? This is East Garforth. It's been here over 30 years now. 87, wasn't it? Opened just before I left school, I think. So the next stop is Micklefield now, so we're going to get off at Micklefield. You see the road down, that's where the replacement buses go. Not behind the houses down there. So that station's very well patronised as East Garforth. It's so busy, so many houses have been built here over the last 30 to 40 years. Abruptly ends about here. It's just a field. Right, this is Micklefield. We've been here before a few times, so it's far from a new tick. I'll have to do another video on that, ticking new stations off, because it's been a while since we've done it. So it should have the feather. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Right. Yep, it's got the feather for the Selby line. The York route is the main route now. It's not one either way. And as it used to be, the signal with the junction indicators on used to be down there, further back. So you couldn't actually see it. It's in a much better position now. So we'll see this train leave and then we'll head on to Ledsham and Chequers Inn for Sunday lunch. Very late Sunday lunch. So 155343 on the Selby stopping service. It looks as if it slightly goes to the left and then curves to the right. Very slight. Thinking you've got to go to York, aren't you? But you're not. The only way they could improve that junction is to have some kind of fly under or flyover, but that with the A1 motorway, M1 motorway, that would be rather difficult. Anyway, we shall be coming back from South Milford, where on the Transpennine, hopefully. Right, it's looking northwards towards Church Fenton, and we're going to go this way. The platforms extend out over the bridge, that's why it's rather thick, rather wide. There's a replacement bus service over there, where that's going. So we ought to be, we can cross over actually towards that. So the path is further down. Somewhere just up to the right up here now. There's a footpath. It looks like it will be here, I think, even though it isn't signed. It must be here. I don't want to walk on the road all the way. We're in the depths of the forest. Well, not quite. It's just a bit of a woodland, that's all. But who doesn't like a woodland walk? Looks like some kind of vehicle of some sort's been in, isn't it? Tractor or whatever. I think we'll take this alignment. It's only a dotted line, is this? Not a green dotted line. It's some path rather than public footpath. A regular path comes down there. We've just come down that one, and then we're going down here now, out of the woods. So it was only a very brief bit through the woods. There may be more to come, I'm sure. But, that's what that line was. It's like some sort of overhead cables. Just telephone wires, look at it, I don't think. Or it's the cables. Who knows? Right, this is the main A63 now. Leeds is to the right, and Selby and Hull to the left. So that's looking west, that's looking east. So as soon as we can, we'll go through and down that way. No footpath signs, is there, which makes it a bit odd. Oh, there's there. Oh, there's there. Right, keep going. What that stuff is there. Right, I thought it was straight ahead, but it's not. The path is down here, which is quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. A little bit overgrown. Imagine how many people walk on this. Probably not very many. Easy enough here. It opens out in the woods. Because it gets less sunlight, so not much can grow. So back in the woods again. How nice. Do you know, I wish I'd set off earlier. It's a nice day now. Last week or two has been pretty wet. Can't get this path wrong, surely not here now. Could have had an hour's sunbathing. We could. There's a few sheep knocking about there. Hey, it's like a tree house or something there, isn't there? Or a lookout. Let's have a look at it. You've not been Sean, have you? Well, it was a while ago. I wonder who's built that and how you get into it. Once you put a ladder up. Yeah, there'll be. You need a ladder to get in there. Oh, bit asthmatic, lad. Oh dear. Take it steady, eating your grass. I don't know. Sheep with COVID, eh? Or sheep with a cough. Right. Down this way now. Just come to the trees there. And now heading down this way into some more trees, a bit more of a woodland area. So this brings us out pretty much where the pub is, the Chequers Inn at Ledsham. We've actually been here before, about 4 or 5 years ago I think, but I thought seeing as it's a nice day we'll come again, because it was a nice place, it still is, for food. To South Milford. Last time I did it, I think it was 2018, so that would make it 5 years ago. So we went to a motorbike place, Squire's Cafe, and then we went on to the Chequers Inn, then back to South Milford. So it was just a circular walk last time we did it. We were a bit pushed for time, as I remember. Should have left that pub a little bit sooner, but we managed do what we did. We actually did South Milford, Selby, then straight back to Leeds and Cottingley on the way that way. But this time, hopefully, it should be a direct train South Milford, Cottingley when we go back. So there's a nice little turnstile style gate here. And a fairly well marked sign. Yellow top post. If only every path was as good as this, it'd be great. Oh, there. Right. Let's see where this come from. Right, I don't think we can get this wrong. Not with a nice clear fence to the left and a well-defined path. Feels as if there should be a heritage railway very close by here, but there isn't. Just has that sort of feeling as if there should be something like that nearby, but wishful thinking. Looking back here now, that path up there is for residents only, not a through road. That's where we just come from, just there, and there's also this, it says Ledsham Estate. So it says no dumping. Let's go down this way now and have some food at the pub. Right, this is a dirt road at the moment, but it becomes a tarmac road a little bit further on, as you can see. And the pub should be on the right in 100 yards or so, maybe 200 yards. Yes, we're on the path we did before now, back in 2018 I think it was, when we did it last time, walking from South Milford and back to South Milford. It was interesting actually, the trains actually we used that time, because it was just one stop on every train we got. It's Cottingley, Leeds, Leeds to South Milford, and then back South Milford, Selby, Selby, Leeds, and back to Cottingley. So yeah, it was every train we used that day was just one stop. This is Park Lane Farm. Very nice. That is lovely, is that? You'll be looking at a fair price for that, I bet. Yeah. And all the land that goes with it, probably. Yeah, but it was of $1 million, I bet, easily. Another nice house here as well. Fantastic. That might be even... wow. You'd almost have that as a guest house, couldn't you? Looking back, again, another nice house here and here. Lovely little village is Ledsham. Right. Afternoon. Lovely garden. Here we are. Here's the pub. Or the inn rather, Chequers Inn. Let's go around this side now. There's a bus stop right opposite it, obviously, but it, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't get any service on a Sunday. There's no timetable at all. Let's go around the hill going. This is nice. We've got slow roasted belly pork with a Yorkshire pudding and some veg. It's really nice. It's not great with someone eating the video, but exceptions to every rule, isn't there? Let's get on. That was very nice, was that? But we do need to get on now, so we've already paid, so let's just go. Okay, I can highly recommend this place. It's really good. Chequers Inn, Ledsham. It's fantastic. Come on, enjoy it. It's a really nice place, is this. It was the 2nd of February 2018 when we were here last. So obviously it was winter, or just about the end of winter. Right, we came down Park Lane, down there. And we're going to go around this way now, towards Ferry Bridge, a short distance. So yeah, it's a lovely little pub, is that. I'm guessing it's probably a very old inn from like 300 or 400 years ago, I guess. If you know more, just Google it. Sure, it'll be all on Google. So you can actually go up that way to Micklefield if you just wanted to walk or drive, roadway, whatever. There's a car park here, which will fit fair few cars in there, 20, 25 perhaps. So yeah. It's highly recommendable, is this, when walking. Oh, yep. So we are on the same route as what we did 5 years ago, or 5.5 years ago, near enough. Down here we'll turn left, but we'll go slightly different, just to be look like the same again. So it's a church farm, and that looks really nice. I'm surprised there isn't a hotel or something like that, a B&B or some guest house, whatever. So we've been there probably just under an hour. So I had the slow roast belly pork. It was lovely, was that. Not sure what I had last time, but next time we go again, if we do, I'll certainly have something different. I will. This way. Could have come to the churchyard actually, couldn't I? I don't know what the hell. looking back to Ledsham, and then we're going to go up this way. Okay, the road continues ahead up down that way, so we're going to go this way. This is the way we did back in February of 2018, so we're on that route partly because there's no real alternative. There isn't. That don't go anywhere, it's just into a field, I think. This is the path here. Oh, it's a... what is it now? Wildlife Trust or something here. Read that if you want. Pause it if you want to read it. So we're going up this way. It's looking back again. There's going to be a lot of blackberries here. End of month, in August. There is. Made my first lot of blackberry jam on the 31st of July last year. So blackberries are getting earlier. It always used to be a September fruit when I was a kid, teen. Seem to be getting earlier. Just looking back there, so comes through the trees, and now we're heading up to the A63. It's defined as A63 now, is this road. It's a dual carriageway. It actually is the old A1. Before that motorway was created. I think we're heading for that truck up there. We're going to go along the A1 shortly, just to the left a bit, turn right, because there's a path that appears to cross the motorway without a bridge or anything, so that can't possibly be right. And I do seem to remember having a problem with that 5 and a bit years ago when we did it back in 2018. It's not very well signed, but the path is just here, and this is the A63, the old A1 now. Just comes down to a roundabout down there, but there would have been a main flyover. So the path continues somewhere over there, but we can't really use that. So we'll go down this way, and there's a bridge over the motorway to the right. There's a gap coming up here in the central reservation, so we'll cut through there to the opposite side and we can turn right. I don't think you're going to do this with a car, unless there's a little gap further up. It's dual carriageways, it's 70 miles an hour on here, even though it's downgraded from the A1. It's just the A63 now. This is still the A1, there'll be a constant stream of traffic. Straight across the A1, eh? Amazing. Cut through. Well, it does correspond for that, obviously, to go that way, but you're going the other way. Oh, is that it? Right, the gap there is for this road. I thought it went straight into a farm, but that's where I want to be. You can see the road straight ahead here, and it goes over the motorway. Yes, there's a new M1, A1 M1. Yeah. Some flashing lights down there, whatever that's for. Too far away to read it here. That was looking south, that's north, and the path would go under the motorway somewhere down there, but we can't see it. There's no footbridge, so we made the right decision to come down here. There's a little bit of a lake of some sort here. Just about to see it. Some blackberries. My word, there's some blackberries actually on the bushes already. There is. Car went past there. I think he almost went off road. Getting past me at that speed. Anyway, this is pigeon. I'm sure we can't get some blackberries. Bit difficult to get to, and I've nothing to put them in anyway, so. There's a path to the left somewhere now here. We'll go off this road, not walking up the road all the way to South Milford. We've got about an hour and a quarter. Yes, it'll be up here, I reckon. Pretty good. Just come down there. There's a path up that way, but that'll just take us back to that other road, so we won't go down there. I'm going to go up this way now and straight into South Milford. Should recognise it up here now because I've done one or two rail support services along this road, and I've been with Selby a while back. Quite a lot of blackberries in the process of maturing. Some are already. Oh, not here, they're not. They were back yonder. That telegraph pole that's come down. So yeah, there's a cyclist up there. Right, well that goes back on towards Micklefield, so we're going to go this way now. The road to the right leads to Steeton Hall. I have no idea what that'll be. All I can guess is a stately home of some sort. That's the gatehouse. What time to... I don't know. Not sure whether this is going to be open to the public or not, but we'll check it out and see. Because we've got time. It should take us about 20-25 minutes to get to South Milford now. Not sure if that's part of the hall or not, but anyway, we shall see. This looks like a very old-fashioned gatehouse now. There's a notice here, so look at that. Could just be a private residence, like it's not maybe open to the public at all. Let's see. Steeton Hall Gateway. Steps here, look at that, which lead to a doorway. No handrail, so a bit dicey as that. So yeah. Let's go back to the pedestrian side. Right, I'm afraid Steeton Hall isn't really anymore. It's private houses now. Only the gatehouse is available to see. So let's get on to South Milford now and get the train home. Okay. Right, coming into South Milford now. we are. Now, did we use that footpath on the right there last time? I think there's a chance we might have done. Maybe not. It's a bit dark and enclosed is that, but who knows? There's a pub here. The Queen. The Queen to Old Thatch, whatever that is. Right, we've got a foot crossing coming up now here. This, I think it's a foot crossing. So it sounds like there's a train coming, unless it's on the Church Fenton line, which we're not that far away from that line. So when approaching a foot crossing like this, with no warning lights, it's very easy what you do. Very easy. It's so simple. A 3-year-old could understand it. Right, so no lights, nothing at all. Stop, look and listen. And we've already heard a train. I think it's an eastbound service. So we can stand here and we'll film it. Here it comes. I think it'll be a northern service. We'll soon find out. It is a northern service. It's a 150. So it's just going to Selby. That is the same time we got off at, about 3 hours earlier. Right. So that's across. There's another foot crossing down there, which I think we may go over a bit later. Right, so that's gone. There's nothing else coming the other way, so straight over. How difficult was that? There's nothing wrong with foot crossings so long as you use them properly. Yeah, stopping at South Milford is that one. Right, let's carry on. Over this way now. Just had my first blackberry this year. Right. Down to the right. I'm not sure it's officially a path this or not, but it's doable. Because this is where some guys were BMXing down here 3 years ago, was it? When it was COVID. And we had a direct service from Selby and South Milford and Hull to Cottingley every 2 hours, which is just what we've got now, but it's not going to Hull. It's only Selby. Because TPE don't stop here much at South Milford. It's only about one a day in one direction. Now, I hadn't entirely forgotten about this bit. We came through there last time and had to sort of somehow get across those little twigs or whatever. So through there this time and to step onto that log, but it's hollowed out, and then come up here. So up here now, we've still got a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes I'd say, to get to South Milford station for that train. I wonder if it floods here. And again, look at the plane there, it's an old biplane, is that from, I assume, World War II. Anyway, station just ahead, but we need to go down underneath to the upside. There's no foot crossing at the station anymore. There's another foot crossing just here to the right, but that's not going to take us anywhere we need to be. It's just South Milford. We've made it, but we need to be on the opposite side. So we'll do just that. And then we'll stop Outdoor Active Can't see view range in it, but anyway. We haven't used that for upwards of a year, 18 months or so now, probably near 2 years actually, since we last used View Ranger. Right, here we are, just come under the bridge, up this side now for Leeds and Cottingley. So it's a green tick station, but I think I might have mentioned it before that this side is rather steep, but it would be impossible. Very easy coming down though, wouldn't it? Ah, dear. And now we come level with the railway and up onto the platform. This platform for trains to Leeds, other platform Selby and Hull. Oh, where's it safe for? Replacement buses. Let's see if that's accurate. Two platforms in the middle of a field. Well, someone did liken South Milford to that, didn't they, a while back? But it is a little bit more than that. There's an eastbound service approaching for Selby. We're getting the same service in reverse a few minutes later, because this is stopping here. I assume that woman's getting on, or looks like it. So only going to Selby. It's a bus forward from there. No need to go via Selby this time because our train stops here in a few minutes, straight to Cottingley. Our train is approaching. It should take us straight back to Cottingley. Just reminds us of 3 years ago. It's another 6-car formation, 2 units. Should say Huddersfield on it. It does. I'll sit on the opposite side to what we're right hand side if we can. As quiet as that. It's not been a bad walk on that. A nice meal at the Chequers Inn. You can just see there where we were.
This is a service to
The path is just on the opposite side of that fence actually, but anyway, we looked a bit overgrown in places, so we did what we did. It's changed a bit in 3 years, because that's where, just down there is where there were kids were BMXing that time. I'm sure it was. So the other foot crossing we went over, which we did cross over, is just there. So half hour or so ago we went across there. Squire's Cafe is on this side. There's a fair few bikers there. Going the main line from Church Fenton and York. This is Micklefield, that's where it started. It's coming up to Devil Hill now. I think we ought to try looking into going to London again one day. If we can get one of those, it'd be great. Maybe do LNER one way and Grand Central the other way, possibly. Or even go via Sheffield and East Midlands Railway. We'll see. This is Marsh Lane cutting. This used to be a much longer tunnel until it was widened. And this is Richmond Hill Tunnel, which is quite short but very large. It goes underneath Nala as well. Some engineering company above it, I think. Go Outdoors is up there somewhere, what used to be Great Clothes. There's the bus station.
We'll shortly be arriving at Leeds. If you're leaving the train, take a moment to check you have everything with you. Don't forget any bags or cases in the luggage racks or under seats, and retain your tickets as they may be required if exiting this station.
So we should be going to platform 16 I think here, but we'll soon find out. There's a 91 in the station actually as well, on platform 8 I think. Here he is, look. That's that RAF liveried one. That's great, is that one? Needs to be preserved as that, as and when. That was a very brief stop there in Leeds. I think we did it before, you had sometimes 8 or 9, 10 minutes to wait in Leeds before it went out, but not on this occasion.
Right, there's Cook speaking, 1700 transfer line for the field service. Cockney Morley, Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Micklefield, Deaton and Huddersfield. Special announcement for anybody towards the very, very rear of the train currently. A lot of the stations that we do call at, we only fit 4 out of 6 coaches on. These stations are Cottingley. Yeah, we'll do it for Morley as well. We'll do an out for 4 coaches. Batley, Ravensthorpe, Micklefield and Deaton, you are alighting at Dewsbury and Huddersfield. All 6 coaches fit on. But if
All
you are at
six.
any other station,
All 6 will
you
fit
are
on
in
it.
coaches
Morley
5
now.
and 6 towards the rear of the train. There's 6 coaches. You will need to move forward for alighting, please. Thank you.
Here we are, back at Cottingley. Direct from South Milford. Very convenient. Oh dear, here we are. Quite a few passengers getting off. machine is working. Oh, the machine is working. It wasn't earlier. Right, it's not been so bad. Nice meal at the Chequers Inn in Ledsham, and a good little train ride and a walk. Did about 7.5 miles. This train is now heading off to Huddersfield. So that can play us out. Then we'll head home. Okay, so yeah, been quite a good afternoon. Cue music. See you next video.